So the Pope, Rome, he's in Rome. What, Rome, Italy? Rome, Italy? Rome, Italy it is. And he's at the Rebibbia prison, if I'm pronouncing that right. I thought I'd cover this tonight. Get some more detail about this knocking on the doors. You know, people, we live in a very, 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 very mysterious time. And I would argue and say that they know more about these ceremonious, if you will, / mysterious things than we know. Maybe I should phrase it another way. I believe they know that what they're doing, although it's mysterious, there's a meaning to their moves. And the mystery is in our mind. But they've got to know. I've said this in a video last week. You don't go and do something without you not having an idea. A knock is a form of a call. Let's look at this. It is the form of a call. If you knock, look, he did it 5 times too. When you knock, you're expecting an answer. You're expecting someone to hear you. You're expecting someone to acknowledge you. You're expecting something or someone to be on the other side that you can communicate with. That you either have a vested interest in or there's a shared interest. And perhaps they even know that you're coming. But in this metaphysical, in this spiritual realm, as you seek, as you call, as you knock, as you go forward to communicate to this, whether it's an entity or whatever it is, there is a want and a need. That's just how you have to look at it. Nobody comes to Christ just to be coming. Nobody goes to church just to be going to church. We need Christ. We want salvation. We need salvation. We want Christ. We want an answer. We have a big WHY with a lot of question marks behind it. That's how we're built. An adult is different in the mindset than a teenager or a child. An adult has reached a cognitive level where he or she, that when they do what the Pope is doing, especially when all eyes are on you, which I believe the intent is for all eyes to be on him. It's Christmas time. A lot of people are off work. It is a religious / celebratory moment. All eyes are on him. He knows what he's doing. It's more than just, I'm knocking on the door. So what is it that he's doing? Just hold tight. We're going to go there. Let's look at this here. You know, I had something else keyed up. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go.
Del Padre, del Figlio e dello Spirito Santo. Il Dio della speranza, che si riempie di ogni gioia e pace nella fede e per la potenza dello Spirito Santo, sia con tutti voi. Carissimi fratelli e sorelle, Nella gioia del Natale accogliamo la chiamata del Signore Gesù a seguirlo. Egli è la porta della vita, la speranza che non delude, il Vangelo che salva. L'apertura di questa porta santa sia per tutti noi un invito a guardare all'avvenire con speranza e con un rinnovato impegno di vita.
Now, this particular YouTuber is saying that it was 6 knocks to open the prison door. So I stand corrected if it was 6. Let's see. Let's see. See if we can count them. Yeah, looks like it was 6. So yeah, I appreciate that. Steven Fletcher, 222. Yes, yes. He's knocking. And did you notice that he went from standing up? That's the Pope. He's standing up. He's literally standing. And then he begins to walk. And then he's in the wheelchair. God bless him. You know, something just hit me. In this spiritual dynamic that I refer to every now and then. You know, God does require stipulation and obligation. He does. So let's say, for the sake of argument, he's calling, and it's in that spiritual realm, exclusively for God. Because we did just watch him pray, and he, Holy Spirit, Amen, the God of hope, who is filled with every joy and peace. He's praying. He's praying. He's praying. So with these words, he's in that level that you and I are acquainted with. Agree? So my point is, he's taking it, of course, to that level to receive. And like I just said, that God does stipulation and obligation. So he's asking for these things, and he's at the prison. So as we read this, check it out. Pope opens special holy door for Catholic Jubilee at Rome prison. Pope Francis made a visit on Thursday to one of the largest prison complexes in Italy, opening a special holy door for the 2025 Catholic Holy Year, in what the Vatican said was the first such action by a Catholic pontiff. First time. Speaking to hundreds of inmates, guards, and staff at the Biblical, if I'm pronouncing that right, prison on the outskirts of Rome, Francis said he wanted to open the door, part of the prison chapel, and one of only 5 that will be open during the Holy Year, to show that, quote, hope does not disappoint. In bad moments, we can all think that everything is over, said the pontiff. Do not lose hope. This is the message I wanted to give you. Do not lose hope. Francis opened the Catholic year, Holy Year, also known as the Jubilee, on Tuesday 4th. Now, you guys might not have thought like this, but I wanted to throw this at you. This happened within a, I want to say, 3-day period where our beloved president, wink and a smile, hint, hint, Joe Biden, what did he do? He commuted the sentences of, I don't know, what was it, 37 prisoners, and 3 stayed. I did a video on that. Very deep video. I admonish you to check it out. You see how this is in concert? It's people, listen, in concert. He's at a prison, and he's giving them hope. You see his words? And Joe Biden gave people who are on death row, He gave them hope. You don't have to die, but you have what? A life sentence. Do you see a similarity in this thing? Now let's go a little further because I want to break something down. Here's the Pope's birthday, December 17th, 1936. When you take December 17th, 1936 from 12/26 or 2024, you get 88 years. Now, you know Trump's text number is 88022. Just want to throw that out there. And this is when Italy was founded, June 2nd, 1946. June 2nd, 1946, literally subtracted from, well, we should have went with, well, it was today. Go with today, 12/26/2024. The difference is 78 years. Now, you know, Trump is what, 78 years old. I don't know why this is coming out. I just thought I'd think of it and it came out. So we have Trump's text number of 88 in relation to the Pope and opening doors. We also have Trump's age in relation to the Pope and opening the doors at the prison. I mean, how is this happening? I don't know what they're doing. I just know it comes out to be. Now check this out. This is the name of the prison, y'all. Repubblica, prison, Pope Francis, Rome. Why does that come out to 312? And Repubblica comes out to 48. 48 is X, you know that. April 8th, eclipse came out, the X came over the world. But look, 312. What is 312? The name of the prison, Pope, and in Pope Francis, Rome. Well, here's 312 right here. Are you crazy, Pearson? No, I'm not. I just follow the Spirit's leading, and I think of things, and I put it in, and oops, there it is. Text number 88. Trump's age is 78. And now you put in the name of the prison with the Pope and Rome. Comes out to Donald Trump, 312, because he won by 312 votes. What's going on? Something's going on between the Pope and Donald. And I've been showing that in a lot of videos. There's also a connection up in here in relation to him and Biden, but I didn't write it down. Shame on me. But there's an 82 in there, and Joe's 82 years old. I don't know. I'll take a stab at it. I don't want to mess up, but I did see something in relation to Joe Biden, and I didn't write it down. I didn't cover it, but be that as it may, let's go on to this. Let's segue into this, because now we're talking about Biden. Biden is taking another vacation, people. A well-deserved, hard-earned. Oh my God! You see how hard he's been working lately? Or has that been Trump working? I mean, Trump worked on what? Talking about the Panama Canal. He threatened China. He threatened Canada. He threatened Mexico. Who hasn't Trump threatened? Who's working the hardest, Trump or Biden? Well, I digress. Is Trump president? Well, Biden is acting president. How about that? And he's going to cool out. He's going to cool out. Now let me show you what he's doing. Watch this.
Well, the big guy's leaving all of his troubles behind as he goes on island time. President Biden getting one last taxpayer-funded trip to the beaches of sunny St. Croix and letting his recently pardoned first son, Hunter, tag along. The lame duck will be there until the new year and will have plenty of time to clear his mind, or whatever's left of it, as he grapples with leaving office in 25 days with his legacy in shambles. Joe is hitting his lowest approval rating since taking office, and he's hated by his own party, who blame him for Kamala's bruising loss in November. And yet, despite it all, there's very little that Joe Biden regrets. According to the New York Times, the president does not regret debating Mr. Trump in June, which led...
Now let me show you guys something, because a lot of symbolism. This thing is so... Life is so much full of the 5 C's, specifically the symbology. He's leaving office with a 66% disapproval rate. Now, this made me think about something, okay? Check this out. Election results, Joe Biden and Trump first time around. Now, the first time they ran for election, first time they ran together, do you see this here? I said, do you see this here? Opinion poll when he got in was 66.6. And now when he's leaving, it's 66. People, look, let me be very blunt with you guys. This is not a poll. This is his administration. It's satanic. I said it's satanic. Do I make myself perfectly clear? The 4 years that Joseph Robinette Biden has been in office, this is satanic on so many levels. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. I don't have time to explain it in this video. But if you look at the body of my work and what I've covered since he has been in office, satanic in my mind is a good word. He has literally destroyed the base, the image, the morals, the political, the economical of America. That's what he's done. So when I see the 66 going out, and I know it was 66 that came in, come on, baby. I'm not surprised. Because see, the powers speak. They speak to what they do. And if you don't know, you just don't know. But when you know, it is a stamp or a confirmation on what you already knew. Because we already feeling it. Look, people, it's a wonder we still here. I want to say hallelujah to God's grace, first of all, because we still here. Now, I want you to hear one of the commentators on the round panel. The regular people, well, the majority of people who are on the 5 show, they're taking a holiday, which is good. They have worked hard. But I want you to listen to this gentleman here, ex-serviceman, talk tongue-in-cheek about Biden, okay? Check it out.
Or anymore either. Listen, in politics, there's always someone or something to blame. So when you start questioning about his legacy, you know, it wasn't that he had a bad debate performance or it wasn't his message or his ideas or even his legacy. He had a cold. That's not his fault. In Afghanistan, the withdrawal in Afghanistan wasn't his fault. He didn't order the generals against their own advice to take everyone out of Afghanistan the way they did. That was Trump's fault because of an agreement he made with the Taliban 2 years before, a year before. You know, he didn't kill the economy's resurgence with regulation and inflation. No, that was COVID's fault. COVID is this convenient thing that sometimes is the problem and sometimes isn't. That's what politicians do. The problem is he's had an exceptionally and acutely bad result from so many of his policies that I don't think he gets to do the disappear and come back in a few years and everybody likes him again. Part of it is, you know, he's older than most presidents leaving office, so he doesn't have as long of a runway. And the other part is these things are probably going to stick with us for a while. I know President.
I think he summed it up. It was all being sarcastic and tongue-in-cheek, blaming on everybody else. See, let me tell you how they got us. Yes, he was in the basement when he ran for president for a healthy period of time. I believe it was deliberate. Because if we could see what we were really dealing with, it would have been a different outcome. But people, keep perspective. It was all planned. the Trump back and forth. See, the first thing was to introduce, Trump, because everybody knew about Biden politically. No one knew about Trump politically until he ran, right? And boom, oops, there it is. The bottom line is, Trump was a rookie, but Trump got it done based on what the powers wanted to show us and wet our whistle. And then Biden got in and it tarnished everything America was about. And now that we have an idea of what we had through Trump, we now desire it to be back. Whether you're independent, Republican, or Democrat, it doesn't matter. You want your country back. And like I said in another video before, you can't beat someone with that theme. Carmella had no chance. You can't go against making America great again. That's impossible. I don't care how much joy you talking, how much joy you promising. So this gentleman hit it on the head. But see, the bottom line is this. Now we are at a point that when Trump gets back up in there, we're not going to know exactly just how bad, and when I say bad, capital, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, how bad Biden has left this thing. Satanic. You go from having literally the devil in the White House, and I ain't saying it was Joe, but to me that's the satanic spirit. To now, look, you better show enough have some serious Christians up in there a few days before Trump get up in there. Because to me, you know what do you know what I would do if I'm the devil? And it doesn't matter about which party it is. We already know how the Democratic Party, allegedly demon, baby, there's a spell there cast. Look, I got to keep it real. See, I'm not talking in the natural. I'm talking in the spiritual. So I don't want a lot of folks get twisted on this conversation. There are some spells casted and left in the White House between this, how would you say, transformation, if you will. So that's to wrestle with you and to plague you when you first get up in there. You got to deal with the spiritual aspect. Next thing you got to deal with, we're going to find out that it's going to be a convenient excuse for Trump not to get it done. That's what I'm seeing. Between the spells that I put out there and the damage that has been done, all we can do is push and pray that God wars against this thing. See, when you are in the house, that's tantamount. When you're on the outside of the house, you're trying to get in. You feel me? Now let me correlate this with what the Pope did. The Pope knocked 6 times. Like I said before, I believe he know what the spiritual aspect of what he's doing. To us, it's a mystery. I think the Pope know what he's doing. I believe Joe knew full well through the 3+ years he was there. I don't care how many times he fell off the bike, fell down the steps, tripped up the steps, Air Force One. All that was a show. Believe it or not, people, all that was a show because there was a role that he was playing. There is a demon in the White House that's going to need to be dealt with, first of all. And second of all the hell that he brought to that administration, it's going to have to be dealt with and unraveled. And I don't really think that we understand the magnitude of the gravity as to what went on in that administration. I really feel compelled in my heart to say that in this video, we have no idea. Now, you might ask myself, well, Pearson, why are you coming to that conclusion? I'm going to throw it back at you like this. Like I said, it started with 66%. Now, it ended with 66. It started with 66. The fight between these two individuals was over what? The ballot box count of a machine called Dominion. He won. We can debate it another day, but he won. If I am right, that Satan grabbed a coattail in his administration, and we got a spirit in the White House. When you say the word dominion, like Dominion machine, is which counted the ballots back in the day, and then he lost and he won. If dominion is what Satan wanted, hear me very carefully. If dominion is what Satan said he wanted, when he said, I want to be like the Most High, and that's what he said, and he grabbed coattails with this man, not only am I not surprised that it started with 666 and ended with 66, that demon's still in there, baby. So physically he can go, you feeling the rest. Once that demon get dominion, what you think is coming? Okay. And how many times did the Pope knock? How many times did he knock? 6 times. Why all these sixes? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. This is a spiritual world. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's calling on the Lord here. But you got to admit, this is one spooky, once in a lifetime going in the portal situation. And I'm not feeling this, and I sure wasn't feeling this. I'm Friendship Pearson. Do what you want to do with the video. I didn't say what I had to say. God bless you, and God bless America, and God keep us. Jesus on the throne. Thank God for the revelation.